Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. First of all, I introduce myself. I am Laika from BS Chemistry Department. This is my second presentation, which is presented to Sir Hamad. The topic of my today's presentation is gelatin chemistry. First of all, we discuss briefly about the contents of this presentation. The first is intro to gelatin. In this content, we discuss about the basic definition of the gelatin. Next is the composition of gelatin. In this slide, we discuss about the basic structure and the components which take part in the composition of gelatin. Next one is the properties of the gelatin. The next is the sources of gelatin. In this content, we discuss about the raw materials which take part in the composition of gelatin. Next one is the basic and main content of this presentation, which is manufacturing process. The next one is the production of gelatin. In this content, we discuss about the production and the main steps through which a gelatin made. Next one is the types of the gelatin. In this content, we discuss about how many types the gelatin have. The next content is the uses of the gelatin. In this slide, we discuss about the technical uses in different fields of the gelatin. The next slide is the applications of the gelatin. In this content, we discuss about the uses of the gelatin in different fields of the daily life. The next one is the dietary restriction and gelatin substitute. Moving to the next content, this is the effects of the gelatin. In this content, we discuss about the effects of gelatin on the skin and joints and bone. At the end, we discuss about the conclusion, and at the end, I also include the references of this presentation. First of all, we discuss about the intro to gelatin. Gelatin or gelatin, from Latin gelatus, meaning stiff or frozen, is a translucent, colorless, flavorless food ingredient commonly derived from collagen taken from animal body parts. It is brittle when dry and gummy when moist. Together with water, it forms a semi-solid colloidal gel. Substances containing gelatin or functioning in a similar way are called gelatinous substances. The natural molecular bonds between individual collagen strands are broken down into a form that rearranges more easily. Moving to the next slide, which is about the chemical composition of the gelatin. Gelatin normally contains about 15% of water and 1 to 4% of inorganic salts. Gelatin, like its precursor collagen, contains carbon 15%, hydrogen 26%, nitrogen 18%, oxygen 25%, sulfur 0.1%, and phosphorus in traces amount. Moving to the next slide, which is about the structure of the gelatin. Gelatin contains many glycine, almost 1 in 3 residues, arranged every third residues, proline and 4-hydroxyproline residues. And this sketch about the structure of the gelatin, which show the bonding of the different components through which gelatin made. Moving to the next slide, which is about the properties of the gelatin. The first property is it is tasteless and odorless, vitreous, brittle solid, faintly yellow in color. The next one is the second property is gelling and water binding properties. Third one is surface properties. Fourth is film forming properties. Fifth property of gelatin is micro encapsulation. Sixth one is bioactive properties of hydrolysates. The next one is protective colloidal action. Next is amphoteric properties, and at the last we describe the next property, which is antimicrobial properties. On the next slide, we discuss about the sources of the gelatin. On a commercial scale, gelatin is made from byproducts of the meat and leather industries. Most gelatin is derived from pork skin, pork and cattle bones. Gelatin made from fish byproduct. Gelatin can also be prepared at home. 44% gelatin is made by pig skin, 28% by bovine hides, 27% is made by bones, and 1% is made by others. Moving to the next slide, we discuss about the manufacturing process of gelatin, which is the most important and basic step of this presentation. The manufacturing process of gelatin consists of several main stages. The first stage is pre-treatment to make the raw materials ready for the main extraction step and to remove impurities that may have negative effects on physiochemical properties of the final gelatin product. The second step is the hydrolysis of collagen into gelatin. The third step is the extraction of gelatin from the hydrolysis mixture, which usually done with hot water or dilute acid solutions as a multi-stage process. The next step of the manufacturing process of the gelatin is the refining and recovery treatment, including filtration, clarification, evaporation, drying, sterilization, routing, grinding, and sifting to remove the water from the gelatin solution, to blend the gelatin, extract it, and to obtain dried, blended, ground final product. Moving to the next slide, which is about the production of the gelatin. In this sketch, we discuss the steps which include in the production of gelatin. The two sources, one is porcine skin, porcine bone या beef hide, and the next is bovine bone, beef hide या फिर porcine bone. The next step, the raw materials receiving. It is common in both methods. The next step is chopping, and the next is acid treatment. And in the next procedure, the next step is the acidulation, and then washings, and the next step is alkaline treatment. Washings is common in both methods, and then next step is the extraction. Then moving to the next step, which is filtration, and then deionization, and after that concentration and sterilization. Moving to the next step, which is chilling. Next is drying. After that is milling and quality testing. After this step, which is milling, sitting and blending, and then the packaging of the gelatin, and at the end final inspection and move to the shipping. This is the basic sketch about the production of the gelatin. Moving to the next slide, which is about the types of gelatin. There are two types of gelatin. First one is hard gelatin and next one is soft gelatin. Moving to the next slide, the first type is hard gelatin. Hard gelatin, unlike the soft form, are made of two parts, the cap and the body, each of a different color. This form of capsule holds dry ingredients in powder form. It is hygroscopic and contain higher water content than the soft capsule at around 12 to 15%. Moving to the next slide, which is about soft gelatin. Soft gelatin, also called soft gels, soft gelatin capsules are a case product produced from a single piece of gelatin rather than two halves attached together. They are used for solutions not based on water, as this would dissolve the gelatin, but for oil-based solution. Gelatin is hygroscopic in nature and the gels contain between 5 to 14% of water. Moving to the next slide, which is about the uses of gelatin. Certain professional and theatrical lighting equipments used color gel to change the beam color. The next use is originally gelatin in constitutes the shells of all drug and vitamin capsules to make them easier to swallow. While it typically still does, hypramylose is a vegetarian acceptable alternative to gelatin, but is more expensive to produce. The next use of gelatin is some animal glues, such as hide glue, may be unrefined gelatin. Moving to the next slide, it is about the applications of gelatin. The first application of gelatin is in cosmetic industry. In the cosmetic industry, gelatin is used in hair and skin product, toothpaste, lotions and cosmetics. In the next field is food industry. Gelatin is used in yogurt, jelly, soft sweets, films and coatings, and in packaging. In the medical industry, gelatin is used in capsules, tablets, sugar-coated pills. In the next industry, which is about technical industry, gelatin is used in match industry, adhesives, paper manufacturing and box making. Moving to the next slide, which is about the dietary restrictions and gelatin substitute. The composition of gelatin from particular animals may be forbidden by religious rules or cultural taboos. Roma people are cautious of gelatin products that may have been made from horses, as their culture forbids the consumption of horses. Some companies specify the source of gelatin used. Close to no industrial gelatin derived from horse. Moving to the next slide, which is about the effects of gelatin. Firstly, we discuss about the effects of gelatin on skin. Ingestion of hydrolyzed collagen may affect the skin by increasing the density of collagen fibrils and fibroblasts, thereby stimulating collagen production. The next effect is it has been suggested based on mouse and in vitro studies that hydrolyzed collagen peptides have chemotactic properties on fibroblasts or an influence on growth of fibroblasts. Moving to the next slide, which is about the joint and bone effects of gelatin. Some clinical studies report that the oral injection of hydrolyzed collagen decreases pain of joints. Those with the most severe symptoms showing the most benefit. Beneficial action is likely due to hydrolyzed collagen accumulation in the cartilage and stimulate the production of collagen by chondrocytes, the cells of cartilage. The next effect is several studies have shown that a daily intake of hydrolyzed collagen increases bone mass intensity in rats. Moving to the next slide, which is about the conclusion of this presentation. The utilization of animal byproducts are contributing significant value to the livestock and meat industries nowadays. The next one is gelatin from chicken skin and feet were successfully extracted in acid and alkali treatment by different temperatures. The next one is the yield rate is proportional to the temperature. The highest yield was found from the chicken feet alkali temperature at 25 degrees Celsius. Moving to the next slide. The next conclusion point is the highest protein content was found from the chicken feet temperature at 65 degrees Celsius. The next point is yield found from an acid and alkali treatment vary from each other, and so the result is not significant. Moving to the next slide, which is about the references of the today's topic of the gelatin chemistry. These are the some references from which I take material of the today's presentation. I hope you understand my presentation very well, and I also try to explain all the topics very well. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.